I see that train coming. It's coming round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Okay, so we got ourselves a Cobra XL-25 or 250. Now, I bought this at a local swap meet kind of thing from a friend of mine. His name's Alan. Alan is an amateur radio operator, and I'm not going to even ask why Alan was getting his fingers dirty even touching this thing, because he's an amateur operator. I had so much fun at this little swap meet we had that all the guys there were really super cool to me. Everybody knows who I am. By the way, I appreciate you guys that do watch the channel that are here local. There's quite a few of you, come to find out. I'm just teasing you, Alan, by the way. I hope you know that. The only reason I bought this is because in my mind, when I looked at this logo and saw this name, I went, oh, Toshiba 2290s. Well, they've gone up in price significantly. Shit. Hold on a second. So like I was saying before I had to fight with it, take it apart, we're going to modify that so you can unfold it like a hinge if you want to. I bought this because I thought I had Toshibas in her. And I thought, wow, whew. I don't know if you've noticed the 2290s are now finally in the same position that 2879s were in. So I did hook this up. It does work as advertised. This does have an actual Hammond transformer in it. You can tell I got the air conditioning cranked to 11 out here. Oh, it feels so good. It's like a whomping 65 degrees out here right now. So, oh yeah, let's throw solder all over the damn place. These are got old school motor, or not old school, but new school Motorola 455s in it. Let's go get this solder flick out of the way, which if this wasn't through board technology, I would have just ruined the whole field of operation here, but because we're rocking it old school, good to go. Needless to say, I'm going to probably end up snatching these 455s out of here. Let's get on in here and let you take a look at the goods. 454s, pardon me. Yeah, I cannot leave this alone. It does exactly what it's advertised to do. About 250 watts. Let's change it. I want to change it. Okay, so out with the old, in with the new. This is a regulated supply. And we could probably get a little bit more piss out of it if we'd bypass the regulator, but we're not going to do that. It's like 35 amp or something max. So sticking within those parameters, we removed the two 60 watt transistors and replaced them with two 120 watt transistors. Are we going to see double the performance? No. But this is going to help it pick up probably another 150 watts. Okay. Change this cap. I want to add flybacks, which will give us a little bit of overdrive protection for this thing. So we'll put some flyback resistors in here. Just wanted you to see what I stuck in here before I go and I throw the braid back over the top, and it'll be sealed till the end of time like this. So, or until somebody decides they're going to overdrive it and burn it up. So that's where we're at. I'll be right back. So we got the whole ass end of this ripped off, and I've got a horrible habit of just wanting to go, and I got to stop and video everything. So this was the ground plug, maybe, and this is the positive plug, maybe. I can't stand these things, these little twist lock things. These are garbage. I hate these things. I had a YouTube subscriber send me a giant box of probe leads, which was stupid helpful. Look at this. So, I mean, it's the kind of stuff that when you go to Hamfest, you see it and you're like, oh, I'm gonna need me some of those someday. And you just buy it. It sits on the shelf. We're gonna replace the regulated plug jacks with a little bit more substantial of a plug, and then we're going to give you solderable plugs for you to hook up to. This has got a 13.8 volt output source on the back. Okay, it's regulated, filtered and regulated. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this power supply, and I might have spoke a little bit too soon on the previous segment. This has got two 50 amp bridges in it. Two. 50 amp. Use the term lightly. So really what we're going to see is about 25 amps worth of performance out of each one of these brick rectifiers. So we've got 2 taps of AC coming out of the secondary on this transformer. Let's see, so style 3H, 35 volt secondary. Okay, so this is going to be fully regulated. I can't bypass this. Just kind of getting myself familiar with what's going on here. Just kind of getting myself up to speed, because I'm sitting here trying to figure out a way that maybe we could turn this voltage up for everybody to where it's like 14.5. Something a little bit more useful, get a couple more watts out of it, make it run a little bit more efficiently. We've got transistors installed back over here. And there's a bunch of little metal flake and stuff that was in here, and I think that was from manufacturer. Doesn't surprise me. This is just a Palomar by another name, by the way. Same technology, same parts. So I'm just kind of sitting here looking at it, and I can't make up my mind if this voltage regulator right here is the voltage reference control transistor, or if it's this here that I've got to make the modification on, or if I even want to bother with it. I probably don't even want to bother with it. I should probably just leave this stock and walk away. This has got 4 tip 35As in it as the regulator circuits, so technically we're limited to about 25 amps, 30 amps. I know if you're using this as an amplifier, you don't want to use this as a power supply for your radio. So, you know, I mean, you could, as long as the radio is only pulling like 1 or 2 amps. But let me get this all put back together. And the last thing that we're going to do here before we go any further is I want to put a fan on this. So all of our heat is coming from this corner right here. And really most of this heat sink is for show. There's never going to be enough heat generated from this power supply to justify this amount of heat sink, but I mean, it looks pretty, I'll say that. These two parts, the upper portion and the bottom portion, are the same piece of metal, but they don't physically touch. So there's no way to get direct heat energy from the bottom to the top, or from the top back down to the bottom. We could put thermal compound on here and it might help a little bit, but other than the physical connection at the front and the end of the amplifier, there's no way to get heat transfer. So we can't utilize the whole sink top and bottom time together, is what I'm getting at. But I do want to put a little bit of a fan on here, probably something that turns real slow, be real quiet, just move a little bit of air, help the thing last a little bit longer, because we are stepping up its output quite a bit. Even though I'm sure Cobra, Palomar, whoever, developed the same thing with the same style transistor in it. Oh yeah, and I gotta change all the caps in that yet. I got, you know, squirrel, shiny keys, dog, shiny keys. Ooh, what's that? I seen this FDOF connector and I went, I must change now, must make better. Let me get this done. Okay. So, got fan wired up, got flybacks installed, got metal clad 1000 put here, put a 330 here, and now we're going to start totally farting around with it. So, got our power wires all hooked back up, and I'm ready to fold this accordion back together. We removed this little bullshit here, that way we could actually lay it down and work on it. Do we really need to put a gauge in it? No. Is it going to hurt anything? No. Is it cooler? Yeah. We're good. Let's fold it up. Let's run it. Okay. Turn that off. Preamp works. Okay, so this amp is always on, the power supply portion of it. As soon as you plug it in, as soon as you plug this thing in, the power supply turns on, which we upgraded the jacks in the back. As soon as you turn the amp on, the only thing you're turning on is the amp. This doesn't shut the power supply off or anything. The power supply is constantly on, hence the reason we can have preamp function and the amp be off. This is sideband delay, and that's AM, FM, low, medium, high. 3-stage. Let's lighten this up so you can see the lid. This thing's in really good shape. Just got a couple of dust marks on it. What is that? A little bit of schmudge. I'll clean that off here in a minute. This thing's in really good shape. Added a 120 millimeter fan to it. A little bit of an overkill. That's what I had. It's gonna work fine. It is what it is. Okay, let's go over here. And 1,000 watt slug and peak, 1,000 in average, 5 watt slug and reverse. So we're gonna put like 20 whole whopping watts of drive in this thing. Hello, 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 hello. It's a low drive amplifier, you guys. So we're gonna start out on low. Hello, makes 200 watts. Medium. Hello, about 250 and high. Hello, whopping 300. Now what I love about this amplifier, low, medium, hello, audio, and high. Hello. This has a filtering network on the output section of the amp board, and I bypassed that filter section, and it was making like good numbers on the meter, but it was dirty as frig over here. So I put the filter network back in it, and it got stupid clean, and lost about 100 watts worth of power. And I'm like, you know what? I'll give up 100 watts for 300 watts of really stupid clean power. So there we go. I mean, I'm not gonna get any more excited about it than that. Preamp works, sideband biased, low, medium, and high all works. Input SWR, decent. It's a good solid little box for a bass unit, plug in a wall bass unit. Does 300 watts. I think I'm gonna ask 300 plus the ride for it. I mean, I'm not in this very much. I didn't really expect to make a ton of money on this. I just wanted, I don't know. My buddy Alan had it for sale, I had to buy it. I don't know why, I just had to buy it. So, there it is. Cobra XL-250. Every upgrade, bell and whistle added to it that you can get. It's got to go to a new home. I don't care where it goes, but it can't stay here. That's the best way to put it. Well, guys, I'm off. I've got a bunch of stuff I've got to run on and go take care of. So, first one to call me, message me, whatever, hit me up. Just give me a call, text me. It's going to be yours. Gentlemen, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Big shout out to Siglant, Excess Power, Coaxial Dynamics, McMahon Alts, and we'll catch you on to the next one. We'll see ya.